Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening to all of you. Thank you for coming to our discussion today. So tonight we will talk about our given topic which is zero waste. But first I need all of us to introduce ourselves first. So my name is Muhammad Aini Wafi Muhammad Kamsani. My metric number is 202058. Right.
My name is
And mine,
Nurul Fadil.
It's okay. Ikmal first.
me first. Me
Okay,
first.
okay.
Okay, I'm first. Okay, my name is Ikmal Hakim bin Anwar, and my matric number is 201238. Next.
Okay, Fat.
My name is Nurul Fadila binti Muhammad Pisa and my matrix number is 201123.
AMK.
Hi, my name is Tamin Kwan. My matrix number is 202-3X0.
Hello guys. My name is Muhammad Afiq Azim bin Muhammad Lazim. My metric number is 201266.
Okay, thank you guys for your introduction. Moving on to our discussion today. So, first of all, let me tell you about our topic, which is zero waste. So, zero waste is a familiar term when the issue on solid waste and recycling are raised in Malaysia. According to Zero Waste International Alliance in 2004, zero waste means an ethical, efficient, and insightful goal to get people to change their lifestyle and practice to emulate sustainable natural cycles, which mean waste materials are designed to be a resource that can be used by others. So, based on our topic, uh, here is our statement. It is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. What is your view? So, Ikmal, can you give us your opinion first?
Yes, absolutely. Bismillah. Hi everyone. In my opinion, disagree with the statement about it is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. Because uh, zero waste lifestyle is not difficult in Malaysia if the Malaysia citizen aware with the practice zero waste lifestyle. I can say zero waste lifestyle can be achieved by practice 3R principle. What is 3R principle? 3R
Reuse.
principle is yes.
I mean, the three opposite is reuse,
Okay.
reduce.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. 3R principle is reuse, reduce and recycle. First is reduce.
Okay.
Reduce is refer to the reduction at source of the quantity of waste that is generated. For example, of reduce is by reducing by anything that use plastic bag. Second is reuse. Reuse is refer to us making this item again and again. For example, we can reuse plastic bag that we got from supermarket and use in the future. And lastly is recycle. Recycle is refer to reboot or involve material by using recycle bin, which is paper, plastic and the others. So I want to highlight that Malaysia society can achieve zero waste lifestyle by doing 3R principle. Okay, that's all from me. So Wafirat, do you want to give your opinion?
Who?
Wafi, what is your opinion?
Okay, okay. So, thank you, Ikmal, for your opinion. Um, in my point of view, I think that I don't agree with the statement because I think zero waste is easy to be practiced by society. Because the reason why I say so is first of all, zero waste is a light set principles that focusing on preventing waste availability. which mean using the simple principle at the simpler level, um, it can encourage people to redesign and rebuild their resources life cycle. The common principle that we can see is reducing and managing the amount of waste such as box, plastic, and glasses. For example, the Zero Plastic campaign, which has been introduced in majority malls and supermarket. And we can see that majority mall and supermarket does not provide plastic bag on certain days. Or if you want the plastic bag, you should buy it for 20 cents or certain price. So how about your opinion, Fadilah?
In my opinion, I agree with both of you, which is I disagree with the statement that stating that it is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia because it is proven in certain countries such as in Japan, Canada and Belgium, which is they managed to implement the zero waste practices. They implement the zero waste practices by introducing a new policies, or they are transforming, they are doing so much strategies in order to make zero waste practices success, such as in Canada. They reduce the single use items and they start composing organic waste. Other than that, they are prioritizing a circular economy items where they are made by innovation. Other than that, in Belgium, they start transforming the policies over time because we cannot make it. Um, we must begin it in a smaller steps before we could have a better result. Even though it might seems difficult in the beginning, but it worth the long run term. That's all I guess. What about you? Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Fadilah, for your point. Okay, in my point of view, I disagree with this statement, and that's mean I agree with you guys. This is because in Malaysia, many our industry and supermarket teach our society to go more about zero waste or to go more about reduce zero waste. Like Ikmal said about 3R principle, which is reuse, reduce, and recycle. Uh, wait, I lost. Like Ikmal said about reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is what our industry and supermarket teach us. For example, if you want to take away food from IKEA, you must have your own Tupperware. An example for industry is like our aircon. Our new aircon are using a new type R32 gas. Instead, our old aircon use R13A type gas for aircon. For you guys information, type R32 gas for aircon is much more eco-friendly than R13A gas aircon that will lead to ozone layer become thinner. So for our future kid, it will become more hotter than today. So that's all from me. Uh, I will pass to MK.
Okay, I have listened to all of your point, and I partly agree with the, and I agree, sorry, and actually I disagree that zero waste can be implemented in Malaysia. This is because, in my point of view, zero waste is actually a good idea to make us as normal people to rethink our relationship with trash in our daily life. That can make us prevent from wasting resource or create trash easily. But vice versa, I also think that zero waste movement is too extreme because for a normal people, it's very hard to sustain the commitment over a long period of time. Because if we really want to go zero waste, this will make us feel hard to start and impossible to achieve. Because in Malaysia nowadays, we can see that the majority of food and other products that we want or need to buy in our daily life are sold in plastic packaging. So it's very hard to find other alternatives to go against with this situation. Especially we have to deal with many other things in our life. It deemed to consume a lot of energy and time to go zero waste. So actually I agree with the Ingmar because just now he said we can practice 3R principle in our daily life. So all we can do is actually reduce the waste produce. But actually we really impossible to go zero waste. And I want to add something on 3R because nowadays it's actually we go to 5R already.
Yeah.
That is we go to repurpose and refuse. Because as we know that recycling is actually very good, but it still takes energy and resource to recycle the thing. We still need energy and other materials to recycle the thing. So reuse a thing is actually better. But all we know that if we refuse to use a thing, is even better. So zero waste is perfection, but actually it's not actually realistic nowadays in Malaysia. That is my point of view. Thank you. So how about your others' opinion?
Yeah, I quite agree. I understand your point, MK point, which is we don't actually go to zero waste because it is impossible to have no waste at all. But it is actually an effort, and I would like to add on with the R. Yes, MK have already add on 2R, and I would like to add another 2R, which is repair and rot. Repair means fix broken things before tossing them or buying a new things. Rot mean compost organic things so we could use it as fertilizer. In my personal opinion, even though it seems impossible for these zero waste practices to actually achieve zero, but it is important because since nowadays the population is growing in number. So if we don't recycle or we keep producing such waste without reusing them, uh, we will affect the environment situation in nowadays.
All right. All right. Thank you for your point. And I also want to add something. If you guys want to know that I have my friends that doing final year project, and the topic for her final year project is quite interesting for me, which is she need to collect the waste food from the do you guys know Medan, which is a food court at area UPM?
Oh,
I,
Medan
I think
Serdang.
I've heard that before.
Hello, you guys know, right?
Yes.
Padang,
Yeah.
Padang.
She need to collect, Padang,
Yes.
famous food court at UPM. So she need
Yes.
to collect the waste at food court, and then she need to do something I don't know about engineering, and then
Oh.
like you guys want to know, the from the waste food it will convert to the electric.
Oh.
electric. So I think right now most of our postgraduate student uh, do their research about how to reduce zero waste. So that's all from me. Do you guys want to add anything, or we go to sum up and close because we need to save our time?
Okay, I see Afiq points because of just now all the point given by Afiq, I think is about to reduce the carbon emission, right? Because
Yes.
he talked about the aircon and also the method to
Take
generate
away.
electric. So all of the point of Afiq is actually about reduce carbon emission. emission. Okay, so actually, like we say just now, actually I think that we can actually say that today zero waste is actually impossible to be implemented in Malaysia. But if we really want to reduce the waste, then actually we can do this. So
Yeah.
I think before we end the speech, can we give some like method to
Suggestion.
to motivate someone to take part in this zero waste to motivate someone. Can you guys give some opinion like that? How to motivate a person to try to reduce the produce waste in their daily life?
I
Uh,
think. Okay.
yes,
Maybe
Fat. Okay, go first.
Okay. For me, I will suggest them by the keyword of refuse because as human we have the need and the wants, but if we want to implement the zero waste practices, we should refuse things that we don't want it. I mean, we don't need it. Even though we want it, if we don't need it, don't buy it. So I think that the first important thing, refuse.
Okay, thank you, Fat. So, Ikmal, do you have anything to say?
uh, I think I will pass
Or you will
for the
pass
others.
to
Yes.
okay. Wafi?
I think in my opinion, I think we should always remind them that zero waste is not a high term long lasting principle, which means here we should keep them reminded that zero waste is just can be achieved by practice some just a simple way, because if we want to create a big effect of the zero waste, we should start them at the simpler level, which is we can demand them to reduce some natural natural cycle resources such as bags, plastic, and boxes and glasses, and we must to remember that the main idea of zero waste is to create no waste to be sent to the landfill or ocean. So from the main idea, I think people can start to build long-lasting natural cycle. For more example, I think just like what say, maybe they could use the discarded materials um, to be resources for others to use, which is maybe they can use it for handcraft making or artistic heritage. Because just like the saying says, the other main treasure is the other main treasure trash is the other main treasure. So
Okay.
that's all from me. Do you guys have anything to add?
Okay, I want to say something. All we must know a big achievement start with a single step. So, for
Uh,
example, if one of our if we start from individual not using straw, so maybe in future there is no longer straw that need to be used. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
uh,
I totally agree with Afiq because as we know, if we suddenly want to go into a lifestyle as zero waste is really impossible. But if we give some effort and it add up every day and someday it will make a big difference. So as an individual, we must do something every day lah. And maybe one day the scientists or the big companies they can find out the way to cope with the global waste issue. So by a normal people and the things we can do is actually very small but it's valuable. The the thing we can practice in our daily life is that such as bring along reusable water bottle instead of go to buy the mineral water in the shop, and we can use the food container for takeaway instead of using the polystyrene. And also when we go to shopping, we can bring along the cloth bag or reusable bag, because this can reduce the use of plastic bag. Because so this can avoid a lot of situation where we would have used a disposable options instead. When the companies they see that the people have the awareness to start a zero waste lifestyle, then they will adjust their strategies. So maybe one day in the coming future, zero waste can be achieved. That's my point of view.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
so
thank you, MK. Yeah, Ikmal.
I want to answer the question that MK apa? What
as
the
earlier.
motivation, the motivation, right? So for me, we can remind them that lifestyle zero waste lifestyle is give benefit to us, like we can saving money and we can save the environment. So we have to tell them the benefit, so we can raise their awareness. That's all
So,
from me.
so it seems
Okay,
like we
so
are.
yeah,
So it seems like we
continue.
are almost at the end of our discussion. So before we could sum up or conclude this discussion, I would like to ask if any of you want to add on something or if I missed something.
No,
No.
but
No.
I don't want to add
So,
on.
so based on our discussion, it seems like in the end, all of us disagree with the statement, which is, it is difficult for us to implement the zero waste lifestyle. So we agree that it could be implemented in our country by stating the points such as there's proven in certain places that zero waste practices is implemented, and other than that we could implement it in a simpler form, which is start from individual before highlighting at the government, and other than that we could create the society awareness and start uh, doing the 3R principle. Did I miss
Yeah.
anything?
No,
No.
Fat.
Mm.
So that's all from me, I guess, from us.
Alright, that's all from us. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much for this
Thank you, guys.
question.